reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
He's 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Oh, connect. Flush.
Look at you, dig that. Boom.
Welcome to the flagship of Texas wrestling and the front row of sports entertainment. It's Matt Topolsky, it's Brad Gilmore, and it's the Row Nation for another edition of the reality of wrestling. Brad, we have a monster main event, and we'll get to that in a minute. But in addition to that, the bounty hunter Brian Keith is in action this week. He's trying to move up the rankings and collect bounties. He faces the situation Buku Down.
Hey, Buku Down, we haven't seen Buku Down reality wrestling in a minute. It's gonna have him back, but Brian Keith, he's gotta get a win here. He's gotta get a win. It is necessary for Brian Keith and for Brian Keith's career.
Absolutely, and Brad, we have to talk about the main event. The reality of wrestling tag team championships are up for grabs. It has been a seesaw rivalry between these two teams over the last few months, and it will be settled finally inside a steel cage here tonight. A tornado tag team matchup between the Cool and Team Death Bear.
You know what, TP, I got a lot of thoughts on this. Stevie Ray has been barred from ringside, but the point I want to make is you don't need Stevie Ray to be there to still have his expert tutelage. And Team Death Bear has that expert tutelage from the tag team specialist, Stevie Ray. It's gonna be real good here tonight.
Absolutely, we have the tag team championships up for grabs, the bounty hunter Brian Keith, and so much more. The reality of wrestling starts right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Legion from Jackson, Mississippi, weighing 175 pounds, Lumis.
Just when you didn't think it could get any weirder. Here he is making his debut, a member of the Legion, Lumis. Accompanied by that tall, massive a man that we just know simply right now as the Creature.
Well, he looks like a creature. He certainly doesn't appear to be a normal human being, that's for sure. What a bizarre individual Lumis is.
His opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing 234 pounds, Jasper the Hammer Davis.
The leader of the Alpha unit. Are you Alpha or are you Beta? It's hammer time. Jasper Davis has entered the World Gym Arena. And the Hammer's battle with Legion, well documented. And Lumis not going to wait for the bell to ring. That may be a mistake. And this is a tough task. A difficult way to make your reality of wrestling in-ring debut against a former Raw heavyweight champion. And Jasper the Hammer Davis, Egyptian seat.
Jeez. Lumis in no man's land right now. What do we know about Lumis, TP? Where does he come from? You know, why did he fall into the control of Shawn Hendricks?
Well, I'm still trying to find Lumis's parents. I'm sure his face is on a milk carton somewhere in this great country of ours. But one thing that we know about him, there's a cover, hooks a leg, two, and a kick out. One of the things that we do know about Lumis is how much he enjoys to inflict punishment on his opponent, how much he enjoys to torture the people that he's in the ring with. That canvas inside the squared circle is the canvas for the art that he makes by torturing his opponents. He's been very vocal backstage. He's the perfect addition to the demonic collective known as Legion. But he is inside the squared circle with Jasper the Hammer Davis. And at a moment's notice, the match could change course. And there you go, Jasper Davis, an absolute powerhouse.
Whoa, jeez. Kicked him halfway across the ring, and he's setting him up.
Hammer time! Cover! 1, 2, count to 100.
Here is your winner, Jasper Davis.
Jasper the Hammer Davis makes quick work of Lumis and stares that creature directly in the eyes. One by one, the leader of the Alpha unit is picking off Legion.
The Hammer and that creature just staring each other down. Lumis is on the shoulders of the creature, and the Hammer is celebrating with the Rodation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing inside the very steel cage that will be utilized in tonight's main event, where the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions will be defending their very titles here tonight. Team Death Bear, Alex Reigns, Ruthless Ryan Davidson. Guys, this is a very unforgiving structure here. Booker T has demanded and ordered this match against The Cool in a title defense. And gentlemen, Stevie Ray is banned from ringside. What are your thoughts here going into tonight's huge main event?
You know, the question isn't what are our thoughts. The question is, what was Booker T thinking? You know, it seems to a lot of people like he's doing The Cool a favor by putting this match in a steel cage. But he's done nothing but stick them in a place they can't escape with the two most dangerous guys on the roster. You're right. This is an unforgiving structure, and The Cool is going to be locked in here with two very unforgiving people.
See, that's the thing. There's one thing I got to disagree with you on. We're not the most dangerous guys on the roster. We're the most dangerous men that's ever walked into this company, period. And The Cool's going to find out, let alone inside a steel cage. You see, if there's one thing that Stevie Ray taught us, is that when it comes to using your brain, you can win in any endeavor. And Cool, that's exactly what we're going to do to you. We're going to outsmart you. We're going to beat the crap out of you. And then we're going to walk right out of that cage two-time tag team champions. And then everybody can get on Twitter and say hashtag DeathBear.
Ray.
Oh, kick to the side of the head.
Boot to the temple. Miranda could be out, hooks the leg. Kylie Ray smiling to the camera, but a kick out at 2, and that moment, that split second right there may have cost her.
I agree with you, TP. Now she's arguing with the referee. This is a frustrated Kylie Ray, something we have not seen on reality wrestling programming. Oh, headbutt. Wait a minute, she's hooking her.
Oh, Miranda, very impressive. Hangs on, look at this. Submission maneuver, middle of the ring. Kylie Ray's gonna tap, wait a minute, that's Jada. What is Jada doing out here? Come on.
Jada came attacking Miranda, I guess trying to save her biffle, her bestie. Oh, wow.
Spiked Miranda with a DDT. Jada coming out to help Kylie, who are both friends, that's clear. Oh no, wait a minute.
Wow! Jada Keys saying she screams she should be the #1 contender.
Kylie Ray, what happened between you and Jada?
What happened? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sick of this. Like I'm sick of this. I come in here and then first it's Ivory, and you know I think we're friends, and then I come to find out we're not friends, and that's all I wanted. Like I don't understand the people at this company, and then you got like Gino doesn't even like invite me to his fiesta. Like I like tacos too, and then that's not even my biggest concern. It's Jada. She acts like we're friends, and then how can she do that? I'm not even hungry anymore. I don't want this. Actually, I still want the tacos, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna eat somewhere else. I don't.
Buku down from Louisiana. I know who you are, Buku. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Brian Keith. the bounty hunter. I know who you are, Buku. The situation. You're quick, agile, champion everywhere you've been. I'm considering you a special bounty. Buku, this is a bounty I can't pass up. Tonight, you find out why they call me the man with the quickest kicks in the South.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the 3rd Ward of Far East Asia, weighing 150 pounds, Buku Dow.
Well, Buku Dow makes his return to the reality of wrestling.
It's the situation.
It is indeed.
Buku Dow. I like Buku Dow, TP. He's about to give Brian Keith a taste of Asia. All you can eat.
His opponent from Greens Point, Texas, weighing 195 pounds, Brian Keith.
Well, you talk about food, perhaps Buku Dow bit off a little bit more than he can chew because the Lone Ranger of the row, the bounty hunter, Brian Keith, is in the building, and he's looking to collect another bounty this week on the reality of wrestling.
What an ovation for the Road Nation. The crowd loves Brian Keith.
The World Gym Arena is on its feet for one of the most popular stars of the row. What an entrance by Brian Keith. Well, buckle your seatbelts if you are a fan of high-flying, high-risk action. You've got to be excited about these two athletes locking up, Brian Keith and Buku Dow, this week on the reality of wrestling. Sign of respect right there.
All right, well, here we go. Two athletes who definitely respect one another. But Brian Keith grabs him by the head. Here we go. We have not seen Buku Dow in quite some time here on Reality Wrestling Television, but he definitely always making his presence felt over at Wildcat Sports and Entertainment, actually claiming their heavyweight championship at one point, did Buku Dow. So definitely making noise in the pro wrestling world is Buku Dow.
Meanwhile, his opponent, a former Reality of Wrestling Television champion, and certainly one of the hottest stars in the road today, and he is trying to reclaim that TV championship, trying to reclaim an opportunity, a shot at a title here at Reality of Wrestling, but he's got to move up the Reality of Wrestling rankings, and to do it, he has to get victories, like one against Buku Dow here. Nice cover, just a 1 count from that bridge.
Looks like Brian Keith may have kicked out before the referee even got in position, and now Buku Dow straight back to getting Brian Keith in that front face headlock. Uh-oh.
These two athletes just feeling each other out early on in the matchup here. Drop kick from Brian Keith, that connects flush.
Buku Dow felt that.
Cover. Just a 1 count. We want to remind everyone at home, still to come, the Row Tag Team titles up for grabs inside a steel cage. That is our main event. And it is next here on Reality of Wrestling. But right now, it's Buku Dow and Brian Keith. Oh!
It's like Buku Dow absorbed that chop. It was like a Super Saiyan.
All you can eat.
Taste of Asia. Oh, now these athletes are just trading blows. Oh, and Buku Dow said, I'm done with this game.
Oh, the fastest kicks in the South. Buku Dow just got a taste of it, literally.
We just got a taste of Texas right there. All you can eat, the fastest kicks.
Cover, that's gotta be all two. And a kick out from Buku Dow. I thought he was knocked out cold.
I don't think Buku Dow knows what continent he's on right now, TP.
You can't play around inside the squared circle, especially against a perennial athlete the likes of Brian Keith. Those kicks are extremely dangerous.
My question to you, TP, though, is if Brian Keith... Whoa, there, wow, wait, hold on.
Reversal here, going for that crossface. Middle of the ring, he's got it. It could be over right here. Brian Keith is a mile away from that bottom rope. He may have to tap out, Brad. Reversal from Keith into a pin. Two and a kick out.
Wow, impressive showing there by Buku Dow. My question is, TP, if Brian Keith were to beat Buku Dow tonight and shoot up in the Reality Wrestling rankings, is he ready to take on Rex Andrews once again for that television championship?
I have all the respect in the world for Brian Keith. I'm a great admirer of Brian Keith as an athlete. I think he's one of the best in the row, but I don't think anyone right now is really prepared to face Rex Andrews. I think Rex Andrews is the most dominating athlete right now in this company.
Wait a minute.
But Brian Keith could change all that. He'd have an opportunity to show it. He's got to keep getting victories. This is one way to do it right here. Middle of the ring, cover, two. Oh, and a kick out. Muscle memory from Buku Dow. Going for that rodeo DDT. Buku Dow landed on his feet. Reversal, a series of reversals. Oh!
Wow!
And Buku Dow walked right into a super kick. 1, 2, count the lights.
Your winner, Brian Keith.
We have seen Brian Keith win a lot of matches in Reality of Wrestling with that rodeo DDT. But tonight, it was the fastest kicks in the South that turned out the lights for Buku Dow.
Buku Dow. The respect of Brian Keith taking on his fellow competitor.
Great sign of respect there from Buku Dow and Brian Keith. There's more Reality of Wrestling still to come. The tag team titles are up for grabs in the first of its kind. It's a tag team title cage match, and it's next.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the reigning Reality of Wrestling champion, E. Snow. Now, Snow, last week we heard Gino tell the entire Row Nation that he believes this championship still belongs to him. In fact, he is demanding this title to go back around his waist. Your thoughts?
Did you forget, Russo? That I'm the highest flying, most captivating, innovative, in-your-face wrestler on the Reality of Wrestling roster. I didn't get where I'm at because I'm too busy ducking and dodging all the competition that comes my way. I'm not Gino. And since Gino's little pinky finger is back from being broken, you can go ahead and tell Booker T to make the match, because that's exactly what I've been waiting for. The chance to defeat the undefeated Gino. And once that picture's painted, I'm going to show Gino and everyone else why East Snow's already on another level.
Week in and week out. Máscara, te sigue tocando de suerte. Sigues cruzando a la familia. And no, all of that is about to stop. Porque nosotros somos mejor, porque tenemos pura sangre latina.
Máscara Pobra, we're done pulling punches. You see, your time, your luck has run out. We're gonna expose you. Real, recognize real. What's up, F.F.?
Púrpura, tu carrera en esta empresa va a venir a un final fatal. Your career is coming to an end in this company. Because next week I'm challenging you to a match one-on-one in a lucha extrema match. Accept it. Prove us wrong. Prove that what we've been saying all along isn't true, that you aren't the fraud that we know you are. Accept my match. Él and Cristiano and La Familia are done playing games with you. Next week, la verdad se va a ver, porque nosotros somos La Familia.
Presente!
Hey,
JJ,
water.
JJ Blake,
Yeah.
you have just
What?
been granted your rematch against East Snow for the Reality Wrestling Championship. However, Gino is now involved. It's now a triple threat match.
What? What you mean?
It's a triple threat match.
What? So this stupid kid, this stupid idiotic child, this teenager comes running back, throwing a little temper tantrum, interfering in my match, and he gets rewarded? Why would you take the championship and then reward the same idiot, the same child, the same little girl that couldn't show up and do the job he was supposed to do? That makes no sense. That's it. Look, all right, Gina. So you want to be a little girl, throw a little tantrum like a little girl, like a little baby girl. If you want to get on the ground and lay on the ground with her face in the ground and just rub it all up in the cement and cry about it, that's fine. Because I had Snow beat. You know it, I know it, the world knows it, and Booker T knew it. But that's all right, that's cool. Make it a triple threat. It could be a triple threat. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose. Mr. Undefeated, El Campeon, Fino, Gina, you're going to lose. You will no longer be undefeated. You are going to lay flat on your back for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And I, JJ Blake, will be the new World Heavyweight Champion. And ain't nobody gonna stop me. Not even Booker T. Dynamite!
Row Nation, tonight's main event does not get any bigger. A steel cage containing 2 of the most dangerous tag teams here in Reality of Wrestling. Team Death Bear defending their tag team titles against my guests at this time, the former Reality of Wrestling tag team champions, Cameron Cole, Kiefer Bartek, the Cool. Gentlemen, it is real and it is happening. A steel cage here locking the 4 of you in. Talk to us about the nerves going in. Are you guys nervous here?
Yes, Chris. Yes, we are. Yes.
Come on, Chris. If you know us, if you know the Cool, we like to have a little fun. But I'm going to stop you right there. Time to pull up the sleeves. The fun and games are over. Stevie Ray, maybe you're nervous. You know tonight there's no shenanigans. Nothing you could do. You're banned. You're gone. Death Bear, cool. 2-on-2, steel cage. Oh, we're ready, baby.
This is just the beginning of the era of man buns
and title runs.
Welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for the row. And Brian Keith continues to move up the Reality of Wrestling rankings. An impressive showing this week.
Oh, definitely an impressive showing. It was a very much needed win for Brian Keith. Brian Keith needs to continue to string along these victories and shoot up the ranks in the row.
Next week on the Reality of Wrestling, in our main event, it's the first ever Lucha Extrema match, Brad Gilmore. And it's about respect.
It's all, put some respect on it, TP. It's all about respect. We're going to see Aiden Cristiano taking on Scandinavian El Mascara in a Lucha Extrema match. Falls will count
a Mexican
anywhere.
luchador.
Falls will count anywhere, TP, and anything goes in Lucha Extrema.
Well, a matchup that's coming up next in our main event, it's not falls count anywhere. But you have to escape the confines of a 15-foot high steel cage in order to capture or retain the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Brad Gilmore, it is prediction time. Is it the Cool or is it Team Death Bear?
Well, you know, one time Ronald Reagan said he didn't want to point out his opponent's youth and inexperience, TP, and I think that might play a big factor here tonight. Ryan Davison's been in a steel cage. Stevie Ray's in their corner. Lots going for Team Death Bear tonight.
The Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships are up for grabs inside a steel cage. It's our main event, and it's next.
The following contest is a steel cage match for the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, they are the challengers at a total combined weight of 425 pounds. Cameron Cole, Jasper Bartek, the Cool.
The stakes couldn't be higher for the Cool. The Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships are up for grabs, and it will finally be decided. This feud will be decided inside the confines of a 15-foot high steel cage. The biggest challenge in the careers, the young careers of Bartek and Cameron Cole. Can the Cool become two-time Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions?
Their opponents at a total combined weight of 525 pounds. They are the reigning Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Alex Reigns, Ruthless Ryan Davidson, Team Death Bear.
Hashtag Team Death Bear. Over 525 pounds of ruthless aggression on the part of Ruthless Ryan Davidson and Alex Reigns. And Brad Gilmore, as you and Stevie Ray have pointed out so many times, expert tutelage. However, Stevie Ray is not in the building tonight.
Well, I said it, TP. Expert tutelage will follow you no matter where you go. It's like the Force of a Jedi. It just goes with you to wherever you are. And Stevie Ray might not be here tonight in body, but he sure is in spirit, and even better than that, in expert tutelage.
There are only two tag teams in Reality of Wrestling history to hold the titles twice. One of them is the Heavenly Body. The other stand in the ring right now in Team Death Bear, a former television champion and Ruthless Ryan Davidson, and Alex Reigns.
Well, TP, if you want to talk about it, Stevie Ray, either under his tutelage or himself, has been aboard of 3 tag team championship runs. 2 for Team Death Bear and 1 when he teamed with his brother Booker T in the Harlem Heat. Stevie Ray knows what it takes to win the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
This is the first of its kind in Reality of Wrestling. A steel cage tag team matchup. It is tag team tornado rules. There is one way and one way only to win this matchup, and that is for both tag team members to escape the cage first before their opponents.
Well, TP, like the Joker said in Dark Knight, here we go.
This is your main event on the Reality of Wrestling. It is for the Tag Team Championships.
Oh, man.
Oh, back body drop right there from Bartek.
Bartek on Alex Reigns. Ryan Davidson. Oh, man. Oh, they're cool. Teaming up on the Bear.
Ryan Davidson being treated like a human pinball right now. Irish whip. Double team maneuver from the Cool.
Oh, well scouted, and that's the veteran instinct of ruthless Ryan Davidson.
Ryan Davidson is no stranger to the steel cage. He lost his Reality of Wrestling television championship inside a steel cage at the Pasadena Convention Center to the bounty hunter Brian Keith. Will he go 0 for 2 in steel cage situations, Brad?
Oh, man. Well, TP, you can liken it to the New England Patriots when Tom Brady had that crushing defeat in the Super Bowl. He said it's not going to happen again, and then they came back and won the very next opportunity they had. Will it be the same for Ryan Davidson? No.
High angle elbow right there from the Cool.
Ryan's going for it.
It's an interesting strategy to try and escape the cage early, but here's the thing, Brad. Oh, wait. Up top, this is a dangerous place for Ryan Davidson to be. Oh, my goodness, from the top rope. A double team maneuver that launches Ryan Davidson across the squared circle.
Well, TP, I think you were about to point out, it is an interesting strategy because both men have to escape the cage, and both feet have to touch the floor. And if you escape one team member, you're leaving your other guy there all by his own.
And there are two ways to escape the cage, either by climbing over the top with both of your feet landing on the floor, or by escaping through the cage door and both of your feet hitting the floor. Those are the ways to either win the tag team titles or retain, depending on whether you are Team Death Bear or the Cool low blow from Alex Reigns. Unceremoniously, there are no rules. It is all legal.
Anything goes. There's a reason why the referee's on the outside and not the inside. He's just there to make sure the feet touch the ground. Oh, man.
And now, Alex Reigns and Ryan Davidson just brutalizing Cameron Cole. Definitely a size and strength advantage for Team Death Bear, and head first into the cage goes Bartek. This is violent. This is your main event on the road for the tag team titles.
Oh, well, Cameron Cole trying to rally with his partner down, and no. What is he doing? Oh, man.
Flesh meets steel. There is no give. And Team Death Bear has taken complete control of this matchup.
You know, I think the Cool, a large goal of theirs coming into this match is not only win those Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships, but prove to the Reality of Wrestling Nation that their first title victory was not a fluke. I gotta tell you, TP, it's not looking good for the Cool.
One thing that has set the Cool apart from Team Death Bear, at a very young age, they're extremely athletic. They're almost like tag team specialists, if you will. But inside the confines of a steel cage with Tornado tag team rules, Brad, it's a different element entirely. And right now you are seeing Team Death Bear use that steel cage to their advantage. It is completely legal, and I would expect it to continue. If you were in the corner of the Cool, what advice, if anything, could you give them at this point?
Man, TP, that's a great point. What I would say is try to utilize that tandem offense, which is what they are so good at. Working as a team, as you pointed out, it might be Tornado rules, but learn to use that tandem offense at any moment that you can, because that's the only way you can capitalize on Team Death.
Oh!
Spear!
Super kick!
Super kick!
And just like that, the tables are turned. How quickly the dynamic of this main event has changed. And now the Cool, looking for an opportunity here to become two-time Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. They're climbing to the top.
Oh, wait, Cameron Cole is about over, and Kiefer's almost over as well.
This is definitely no man's land right now. Very dangerous territory. The very definition of high risk, and you're witnessing it right now.
Wait a minute.
Bartek is out.
Bartek's escaped.
One half of the journey has been completed for the Cool.
Wait a minute.
Cameron Cole.
Wait a minute.
If Cameron Cole leaves go and drops to the floor, he would become a two-time tag team champion, but no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, my goodness, a superplex from 15 feet in the air. You've got to be kidding me.
All three men are down.
Good heavens.
We got to see that again, TP.
Let's take a look at this replay, sponsored by Walker, Texas Lawyer. A superplex of superplexes from 15 feet in the air. And Cameron Cole is in pieces.
Well, now Team Death Bear. Wait a minute, Ryan Davison just realized it's 2-on-1 right now. This is the very scenario we spoke about earlier. This is not a good way to go in this match.
This is a monumental mistake on the part of the Cool to separate each other. Bartek cannot get involved in this matchup. He can't get back in the ring to help his tag team partner, and it's become a handicap match inside of a steel cage.
Cameron Cole. Oh, I think, TP, this is a... Oh.
How is Cameron Cole doing it?
He's shown some offense, but I think this is a rookie mistake. Oh! By the Cool.
And that bear lariat.
One member escaping before the other one could. Rookie mistake, and now the veterans are taking control.
To put things into perspective, Cameron Cole is in there right now with two perennial main eventers, two veterans of the sport of professional wrestling, a former television champion and two-time tag team champions, and now they are taking them apart. They are absolutely pulling them apart.
Team Death Bear getting a very polarized reaction.
Bartek has to be beside himself right now, Brad Gilmore. He was forced to the back. He can do nothing for his tag team partner.
Oh! Like I said, rookie mistake by the Cool. Oh! Jeez. And they're just beating.
Oh my goodness! A violent dissection of one half of the Cool by Team Death Bear. And could the name of this tag team, comprised of Alex Reigns and Ryan Davidson, could it be any clearer at this point?
They're just gonna walk out the door. Oh, well, I thought they were going to. They had the opportunity. Honestly, they just wanted to inflict more damage on Cameron Cole. Not the smartest move by Death Bear.
Oh, a double low blow by Cameron Cole. Desperation. It's all he could do. Oh, and a double DDT. He didn't get all of it, but Cameron Cole has been picked apart.
Cameron Cole just needs to make it out of the door, and he's right there, TP. But does he have enough energy? Does he have enough strength? Does he have the heart?
Well, you can have all the heart in the world when you take a superplex off the top of a cage. That right there very well could break your back. And right now, Cameron Cole is running on pure adrenaline. Pure muscle memory. Cole.
Uh-oh.
Up top.
He took them both off. Oh. Ryan caught
high cross body. Caught in midair. Oh, no. Double Davidson drive. How violent. Don't go anywhere, Row Nation. We have more reality of wrestling still to come after these messages.
They're just gonna walk out the door. Here they are.
It is completely academic.
Your tag team champions. Team Death Bear, Alex Reigns has made it to the ground.
Oh, and wait a minute, Cameron Cole. How did he manage to do it?
The referee is telling Alex Reigns he has to get to the back. This is now turned into one-on-one.
Standing enziguri right there from Cameron Cole. This is unbelievable. The heart of a lion. I can't believe what I'm witnessing from Cameron Cole. A tilt-a-whirl DDT in midair. Both men are down. The odds are even, and the tag team titles hang in the balance.
What a main event here tonight. Both these men trying to muster up any strength that they have left in their bodies. They've put themselves through everything inside the confines of the steel cage. What is it gonna take?
Ryan Davidson, Cameron Cole, back to a vertical base almost simultaneously. A war of attrition for the tag team titles.
Looking for that barrel lariat. Swing and a miss. Super kick, but he caught it. Spins him around. Looking for a Davidson driver.
Super kick! He connected flush! Ryan Davidson's head just ended up in the front row.
Both these men, once again, are laid out. Who's gonna get to their feet first? You gotta imagine whoever it is will win the match for their team and become the champions or retain the championship, and it looks like Cameron Cole.
Cameron Cole looking at that door. The opportunity has presented itself for Cameron Cole. No, wait a minute, he's climbing to the top, Brad. Just climb over and drop to the floor, Cameron.
What is he doing?
Oh, this is lunacy. This is insanity! Oh, crossbody from up top!
Both these men. Both these men look legitimately hurt. One grabbing on their arm, one grabbing on their knee.
These men have turned a professional wrestling ring into a battlefield. Both athletes are down. Cameron Cole struggling to get back to his feet. Ryan Davidson's knee looks like it buckled.
Just walk out the door, Cameron, and you're the new champion.
All Cameron Cole has to do is walk out the door, and it's over. Wait a minute, that's Abel Andrew Jackson! He just slammed the steel cage door in Cameron Cole's face!
What was that? Where did he come from?
Davidson driver!
Davidson driver! Wait a minute!
What is Abel Andrew Jackson doing out here?
Where did he come from? Abel Andrew Jackson slammed that cage door on Cameron Cole's cranium.
Not this way, come on, no!
And that's it!
Here are your winners, and still Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions,
And look who's on top of the stage, DP. What'd I tell you? Expert tutelage will follow you anywhere. Stevie Ray's real proud of himself, and he should be. Team Death Bear, his team, are still the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Meanwhile, we need some medical attention in that ring for Cameron Cole, who is just put through something that I don't think any human being could possibly prepare for. An absolutely disgusting scene on the stage right now. Stevie Ray, Ryan Davidson, Alex Reigns, and they're flanked by Abel Andrew Jackson.
And it looks
absolutely despicable.
And it looks like there's a new member in Stevie Ray Incorporated.
A shocking conclusion to one of the most unbelievable and inconceivable main events in Reality of Wrestling history. Stay tuned to the Row to find out what happens next.